you sum it up?
How do I sum it up? First thing I'd like to say is just really appreciate everybody coming out. Thought it was a great night for college baseball. Good weather, good crowd. Guys really appreciate it when people come to the ballpark. It's really the last weekend series you can catch this team till the end of March at home, and we appreciate people supporting us.
Zach Vuletich drives in 5 tonight. I think he'd only played maybe in 1 or 2 games, or a couple of games before tonight. What made tonight that you decided to put him in the lineup and bat him second? And how do you feel about how he responded?
Yeah, Zach's been working really hard, and just felt like it's time to get him in there, give him an opportunity.
His reputation has been a guy that, I mean, he was a really good hitter in JUCO, right? I mean, is that kind of his main tool? Or?
I would say so. I mean, yeah, he's been a guy that's always hit a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, he rolls in the ballpark and expects to get, put together good at-bats, and he did that for the most part today.
What does that do to your competition in left? Granted, though, Porter obviously looks really good defensively in left and handles the bat.
Competition's good. I mean, like the more guys you can get swinging that bat, playing defense, the better. And Zach's a guy again. Like we, if a guy can sit there in the 2-hole and do what he did today, that'd be really good.
Coach, you had a chance to run a lot of guys out there with the game getting out of hand kind of quickly. Who kind of impressed you that didn't start the game necessarily, that kind of ran out there?
Thought Beckel and Robinson threw the ball really good. And that's probably the first time we've seen Robinson where it's the guy we saw when we recruited him. And, he had the fall off, and that was a heavy fastball there in the ninth. I mean, that thing's going to be hard to hit. And Beckel was really efficient in the 2 innings he threw. And he's sitting there throwing an 82, 84 mile an hour slider, 90, 94. Those guys aren't easy to hit.
Yeah.
Hudson White's had some big offensive contributions this week. What was y'all's message to him, or was there a message after the first couple of weeks where he was struggling to get a hit?
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot. He really had good at-bats through the first couple weeks. I mean, he was still having tough plate appearances. Obviously, there's been some things we've worked on in the cage, but as far as Hudson's going to hit. He's always hit. I mean, everybody goes through those stretches where you have 10, 15, 20 at-bats where nothing falls, and as long as guys are competitive and they're working pitch to pitch and making the effort to win the game and to play good baseball, that's really what you're looking for.
Obviously, Andrew Devine had some struggles last season and has made a couple appearances this season. How'd you think he did? I mean, he obviously got the walks and then kind of stuck in there and got out of the inning.
Yeah, I thought Jace went in there and tried to settle him down, and obviously, you'd like for him to execute pitches better, and but it's still, is that his 3rd outing of the year or 2nd outing?
Second that I remember.
Yeah, I mean, he hadn't been out there a whole lot, and we haven't been inter-squadding. And so, when you go 7 to 10 days between outings, sometimes it's tough. And Andrew's a guy that's got a quick arm, got a clean delivery, and I mean, it's just a matter of getting him back out there.
Could you tell us or shed some light on just how this series came about? That's a new, different opponent from up in the Northeast. Was there? I thought I remembered seeing they were on Iowa's schedule at one point. Didn't know if that all kind of played together.
No, it had nothing to do with it. I mean, really, over the last 3 or 4 years, we've, like last year, I want to say our schedule wasn't 56 games, and we've really just been doing everything we can to, make sure we got a full schedule. And it just happened to be, I mean, there's a website where everybody kind of puts where they need games, and the dates matched up, and that's how it came about.
Gotcha.
Did the Rangers count as one of the 56 last fall? Does that count?
No,
against it?
no, no.